Hi guys, welcome back to I'm Right, He's Ron with my lovely co-host Ron. I love it because it's just like Ron.
I feel
You
like
love
every
yourself.
time you introduce this, like, it feels like it's a forced introduction. It's not like your actual voice.
Let me do it again. Hi guys, welcome back to I'm Right, He's Ron with my lovely co-host Ron.
See, that's the same again. See what I mean?
What do you want me? What do you want from me?
No, this is great intro now because that was more. That was more
Welcome
you.
back, bitches.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking.
Right.
Yes, welcome back to another episode of where we sit here for 40 minutes and chat absolute shite.
And I have to see your face. I hate seeing your face.
You
I'm
love
sick of
seeing
it.
my face. Right, come on then. What's been cracking? I've not seen you for a couple of weeks. We've been delayed. So what's been cooking?
Oh my god, so I need to tell you something without telling you. I feel like it's a bit disgusting, but I'm a bit late for my period. Well, not a little bit, a lot late for my period.
I love that you think that I need to know that. that firstly, that I would care as well.
No, you fool, but I'm scared because yeah.
So what's that? So you could be pregnant type of stuff.
I hope not.
I mean, for your like genuinely, I hope you're not. Purely because I don't think that you could raise a child yet.
Hey, that's really cool. I'd be a good mom, bitch. Wait, let me show you. Why'd you say that for?
No way.
Why are you saying that for? That's really hurtful.
Your child would be bare sat. I don't think I could deal with it.
How dare you? My child could be here in 9 months' time, yeah, sitting on this sofa with us, yeah?
Yeah, but it'd have the influence of me. I would sort of like, I'd get rid of it sort of like little sass that you're giving it and the attitude and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, well, anyway, that's not true and that's not
Plus,
fair
you're
to
on
say.
contraception anyways, no?
No.
Oh.
I don't agree with it.
What, contraception at all?
As in, so I'm really scared, right? Because I used to be, but I just don't like...
Don't agree with it, but you've been active for probably 10 years and now you're...
No,
yeah, that's a big... I mean, you've run the big risk there.
I know, but basically, I just don't know how I feel about putting like hormones and stuff in my body. I do know how I feel about it. That's why I'm not on it. But I just don't like taking medication and shit. I really don't. Like the only tablets I take is multivitamins.
Like implant and
it's
the
all
coil.
It's all hormones. The coil, there's so you've got the non-hormonal coil, and then you've got one with hormones. So there is. I have been thinking of taking the one with no hormones, but then at the same time, you're putting like copper in your insides, and
yeah,
I just still feel like not right about it. But I feel like that's gonna be what I do if this isn't the case.
I've always said this, and I don't know why they haven't. I've always said this. I would take contraception if there was like a pill version.
I think men have a pill version.
I think they tried and then they got rid of it because, and this is a broken mentality, I think they got rid of it because it had too many side effects. When I was like, well,
I don't care. Men can take the side effects. Why do women have to suffer?
Well, no, I agree. If it means that it stops me from having a kid and it means that you're like someone else, my partner's not dealing with it, I would take the pill or I would have like an implant. I would have something. I would rather firm it.
Yeah.
But I mean, peak. They don't have one for me. So I mean,
peak for us. But yeah,
the thought's there. The thought's nice though.
Yeah, I feel like they need to sort that out because it's not okay.
Would you have the child? Like, would you abort the mission, or would you have the child?
You don't even know how to ask me. You're like the child.
Well, I don't know. Like, it could be cooking inside of you. Like,
well, I really hope not because I'm getting married next year. So just timing and stuff. Like, I always wanted to get married first, and
it would just shoot out before the wedding.
Yeah, as in I don't really agree on abortion, but I don't not agree on it either. I've never been in that situation, and I would never. You don't know. I don't want to speak too big on it because you never know how you feel until it happens to you. And the timing wouldn't be right now, but I just don't think I could abort.
It's difficult because I think if you're like, for example, if I were to have a child, if someone were to tell me that they were pregnant, it would I would look at it and go, right, am I ready? Am I in a position to have a child? Are they in a position to have a child? But then at the same time, I think you make it work because I'm 27 and I know people who haven't got the ability to have a child. So you sort of think, well, it's a blessing. So you kind of got to think, right, well, you know, this might not, you might not get this chance again.
Yeah.
You know, so you would, because that could be your one and only and you'd regret if you didn't. But I don't feel like I'd be ready right now to have it, but it's difficult. It is difficult. I would like, obviously I know that I will definitely have kids, 2 or 3, and I would love that. Like to me, that is almost like the purpose of my life.
I agree.
Be with someone and to have a family. That's for me, like, purpose of life.
I completely agree. I'm on the same page.
But right now, I think you sometimes, the thing is, you can't prevent it. You can do as much as you can, contraception and everything else, but it's whether you're in a fit and able position to give that child the best life possible.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes that's the unfortunate.
Are you trying to say that I'm not?
No, you actually, no, but this is the thing. I feel like you and Eddie, you're in a very fortunate position where you're both successful, both got great careers, both at an age where it could suit your timeline. Yes, obviously, it's kind of like the toss-up of, I don't know, do you care about having a child before marriage? Is that like a preference, or is that a religious thing? I feel like you could easily, but it's whether you're ready mentally.
Yeah, so I feel like I'd have like my family support and his family support behind us. Like, if anything, Ed wants a child ASAP, and so does his family, to be fair. I just feel like, in the nicest way to put it, it would fuck up my plans.
Yeah, but what, for the wedding? Or for what?
Yeah, like I want to look good. I've got so much going on with work. It's just not the right timing. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I hope not, because I've got so much shit to do. Like, we've got our podcast. I know, like, we've just started.
Don't worry about the bloody podcast. We can have a little mini guest. We can have a little mini host.
You're going to be an uncle.
No, I'll be a godfather.
Oh, God, I will not trust you for a second. No, but, like, it would really fuck up my plans in the sense of, like, I know this sounds so selfish, but, like, I want to look tiny and beautiful in my wedding dress. I don't want to have saggy tits that I've had a kid suck on my tits for 9 months or however long it is, because I want to breastfeed for a long time. You know, all the healthy stuff.
I don't know, just get a dress that sort of pushes them up a little bit.
I just don't think it's the right time more than anything.
No, I get that.
I forget that. All, like, being serious, I think more than anything, timing with, like, I would prefer to get married first and then have a child.
I think I would be the same.
It's just nice to do it that way.
I don't know whether that's a religious or traditional belief, isn't it? Because
I think it's more traditional, as in, like, because my family aren't so strict in the sense that I am engaged. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really matter now. But as in, I've got my wedding next year. Like, I want to be able to look forward to it. Go on my head, like, these little things.
I just wouldn't want kids at my wedding, if I'm honest.
Yeah, well, I'm having kids at my wedding because I've got loads of family members with kids.
Yeah, I'm walking your niece down, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Both of
them.
That's so cute. Me. That's so cute. You're gonna have to have matching suit on.
What?
To the bridesmaids, of course.
To the what?
To my bridesmaids, you have
but
to.
What colour are they wearing?
I can't.
It's not like, if it's like yellow, pink, then it's not happening.
You're gonna wear whatever I make you wear.
No, come on, because there has to be a reasonable line where I still need to look sick.
No, you are gonna look sick.
Whether
As if
like,
I would make you look
like
stupid.
a cream, or like, I can't wear, probably not black. No, I need to wear. I can't wear like some outrageous.
It's gonna
colours.
be a colour. But it'll be, you will look lovely.
No.
I promise you.
No, I can't. I
promise you, I've got it sorted. Like, you will look so good.
Right, first, if it's like yellow, pink, like green, like lime, I can't do that.
Okay.
In what bloke looks good?
Well, I can't tell you because I'm going to spoil it. I want everyone to be surprised when they see my pictures and stuff. You will be fine. You will look lovely.
I don't know. Okay.
But yeah, the bigger issue is hopefully there's nothing there.
Well, but all right, fingers crossed there isn't then. But if there is, I'm looking forward to it. It's nice.
Yeah.
But you'd be bare moany though.
Huh?
You'd be so moany.
I would be so.
Having
you know,
to work
Eddie's always said,
he
was like, I can't believe I put up with you anyway. I don't know how to put up with you pregnant.
You'd be a nightmare.
And you know what? I would so use it to my advantage. Like, get me this.
Shock.
Get me that.
Toxic behaviour.
This, that. I want this. Babe, I'm tired. Can you rub my feet? Babe, can you get this for me? Oh, do you know what? I need to push. Oh my God, I want a push present. Maybe it's a good thing if I am pregnant.
Push? Oh, push present as in like a present for pushing.
Yeah, so I'll probably like get like a watch or something.
Brilliant. This is the real Tanyel, by the way. This is materialistic, toxic Tanyel.
But
back once again.
But anyway, yeah, I probably ain't anyway. That's just me being over the top thinking.
Oh, well, fingers crossed you're not. I did want to inform you on the big change this week.
What?
I'm rebranding.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know whether you've seen.
What?
But I'm going to become a Labubu king.
Oh, for God's sake. All I know is that they are ugly as shit.
Okay, don't insult the Labubus. Now,
If I do have a child, I will not get my child that, because what a scary doll.
right, okay, yeah, that's you might find them scary, but some people might find them quite cute looking. And there is a reason why this whole thing is massive, because they're sick. They're like these little... Look, do you know what? I didn't like it at start. I didn't like it at the start because I just thought, what is this? This is just another craze like the
No,
Jellycat
you're
craze.
easily influenced, because
No,
there
I'm
is
not.
no
No,
way
I'm
you
not.
can
I'm
see
not.
that doll and think it's cute.
No,
That
I
would-
don't look at it and go,
If
it's
anyone
cute.
gets that for their children, you're scaring the light. Have you seen the teeth?
Yeah, but I don't look at it and go, oh, it's cute, I want it. I just think it's trendy and looks sick the same way I'll probably have it for 6 months or a year, and then once it dies. Like, the whole thing started from Lisa from Blackpink having a Labubu and then attaching it to one of her bags or something. Blown up. Like, absolutely. When I say blown up, I don't think you get the scale of how big this whole thing is. And it is a joke.
Can I ask you one question? How much are they?
They vary, right?
How much
so
are they?
The little ones are like £17.50.
Okay, I thought he was going to say way more.
No, the limited edition ones, I bought one for someone, it was like 35 quid. And then
For someone,
there's some big ones. They're like, these are the ones I want, right? They're like here. They're like, genuinely, they're about a foot tall. They're about £100 to £200. They're pretty wham, but they look sick.
I can't believe you would waste that much money on
No, I wouldn't. I'm
on
not going to buy
cushion,
like.
basically.
I don't
It's
want to
like a
buy
cushion.
full collection. So I don't know whether you see like Olivia Atwood. Have you seen her on TikTok recently?
No.
She's absolutely milking the fucking living daylights out of this trend, right? I get it. She must like it.
I have not heard about it until you mentioned it the other day.
This is what I'm saying. So she's milking the views for this, and rightly so, because it's crazy. But she got onto the Labubu trend, started buying loads of them. Then they have like all these collections where they have like secret ones. And then she got invited to the Harrods store to meet the designer or owner of Labubu. And she got like him to basically like design one on the back of her thing. It was like all this crazy stuff. But her views have gone insane because of it. And now all my feed is about everyone buying Labubus, queuing up at... So Pop Mart sell out instantly. Like, genuinely, instantly. It's like harder than getting Chris Brown tickets at Ticketmaster. It's a joke.
Yeah.
And then now they've got a pop-up store in Selfridges that you have to queue for like half an hour for. So you have to get there bang on. And then I think Harrods sells out within seconds. They barely restock them. In America, it's so hard to get. They're an absolute mission. So people are loving them. And so what I keep seeing on my feed is they're even going on like Birkin bags. So obviously you know what Birkin...
What a way to kill a Birkin.
Right, no, okay, I do get that point, because obviously you're putting it on like a 30 grand back. But they're putting these Labubus, and I see this guy, I think he was like an American guy. He had like 15 Labubus all attached to his Birkins. He had Labubus like attached to like earrings and stuff. Nuts. Obviously, I'm not going
I just
silly.
think it's mad how like it's become such a big deal. This just goes to show you how easily influenced.
Yeah, but you're influenced by like... Right, let's say, for example, you call us influencers, right? Content creators, whatever. Right, we influence in terms of like views, brands, whatever. But these people that are advertising it, this is Lisa from this is like cult fan base. Central C, literally a couple days ago posted, it was like, I don't know, it must have been in one of his cars or whatever, with a Birkin with his Labubu. So even people like him who are meant to be road, like they know it's a trend. They know it gets social media attraction. And then people go, oh my God, he's got one, she's got one. It's the craze for it. The fact that this is quite a scarce thing as well to get, people want it. I see it everywhere. And I just think if I'm gonna start view whoring, and I haven't posted on TikTok for about a month.
Yeah.
And I feel like this could be my rebound. I feel like Labubu could really reinvent me.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd let you know that I'm now going to become basically a bloke with a load of fluffy toys.
Do you want me to get you one?
I don't think you'll be able to get me one.
Yes, I will.
I don't think you have the patience to queue for 15 minutes for your friend.
No.
The same way your birthday's coming up, and I probably won't remember to buy you a present.
Oh, please don't buy me that.
I might just get you one for your birthday now,
I
just to piss you off.
I would actually be fuming.
If I'm gonna get you one present, it's gonna be to piss you off rather than something that you're actually gonna like. And
No.
also, anything that I get you, you're not gonna be happy with anyways, because it's not fucking like all bougie and shit.
No, because I can send you a list of stuff I need.
I'm not doing that. You get something that's heartfelt more than cost.
Okay, but it doesn't need to be cost. Why do you
You
always
lying?
make out as I'm like as if I'm expensive?
Did you not listen to yourself at the start of this? Like, oh, I got big things. I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want big tits and shit.
I didn't say I want big
Well,
tits.
I don't want saggy tits and that. You're all doing.
That is so funny. Men really choose what they want to hear.
Well,
And men do not listen. That is such a good example. I want big tits and shit.
In a roundabout way, you said you didn't want saggy
I don't want saggy tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Exactly.
I've seen for some people that after breastfeeding for a while, they can have, they're not as voluptuous.
Well, I'm going to get you 2 Labubus that hang off your saggy tits. They're going to be like 2 little nipple
for my
piercings.
kids to play. Here's a
Exactly.
toy. Oh, that is so funny. But it's just mad because it just goes to show, right, how something like can just sell so easily. You can just start something up and then it just takes one person to influence it and then that's it. It's sold out.
It's marketing.
Well,
That's the world we live in. I mean, you can't hate on it too much because we both do it for a living.
no, it's true. I
So,
can't. Oh, I've got something exciting to tell you as well. So obviously I've been telling you about my products that I've been making.
oh,
Yeah, and the process has been forever.
Well, I haven't heard an
guys.
update for a long
Yeah,
time.
to be fair, it's still going to be in the process for a while. And it's only because I want it so perfect. It's like I don't want to bring out something just for the sake of it, just to get it out quickly and just to make money if it's not perfect.
Hold on, so give recap. I don't think we've spoken about this. We might as well plug it.
Yeah,
Now
it's
we're
true.
here.
I should start from the beginning. So
Right,
I
come on
have,
then.
guys, been making my own product line
Of
hair
this is
products.
awful like
Hair
promotion
products.
here.
Shut up, Ron. My own hair products, and I'm going off of like a natural and organic range. Silicone free, sulfate free, obviously no parabens, nothing that's bad for you to be in there. Like, and we've tried to like narrow it down as much as possible. I've even like given them specific like I know this sounds so fussy, but have you ever heard of the Yuka app?
The what?
It's an app called Yuka,
Yeah.
and there's other apps that are like this, and like you can scan not everything, but most things that are on the app you can scan. Like, so say like I drink the barcode, you scan it, right?
Yeah.
And it will tell you the percentage of how good it is. So it will either say terrible, like it will be like bad, good, average, excellent.
I think I have seen something like this.
So
It
yeah.
shows you how many like additives are in.
Yeah.
codes
And
stuff
then
like that.
if it is bad or it has some bad things in there, like ingredients, it will mark them up and it will say exactly what they are. And I just basically said, like, I just don't want anything to be coming up as bad. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's really hard to get it, like, as much as that sounds easy, when you're making something, until your barcode's there, you don't really know.
Yeah.
But we're trying to basically avoid all them bad chemicals. And I think why I'm so passionate about that is because as growing up, my mum, because she had breast cancer, and I've been around people in my family that have had cancer, it's obviously very common now, but it's like, that's what changed what I want, like even what I put in my body. Like, I have organic food all the time when I can. Of course we eat out
Bougie.
here and there. Huh?
Bougie.
No, it's not to be bougie though, but it's your
Shops
health.
at Harrods, one of them.
Shut it. Actually, Waitrose. But like, if I can get organic and it's there, I will. Like, obviously, we've all got a bad habits. Like sometimes
Yeah.
here and there, I have a little smoke. But I know, naughty. But I feel like everyone's got a little something that they do in their life. Do you know what
Mine's
I mean?
gambling.
Oh, that's also mine. I think I've got quite a few bad habits. Guys.
Yeah, mine's
But as
gambling
in,
and drink.
I keep it to very like minimal. Do you know what I mean? And like, I am quite health conscious, I'd say. So I think then I started to be like, so it's not only just what I put in my body, it's what I put on my skin. Like my skincare, I use like this brand that is quite organic as well and natural, and I always scan it with the UK app. And then I thought, I want to make my own products that I can scan, or not necessarily scan, because like I said, I won't really know until it's made and then the barcode's there. So if I need to change anything after, I can. But we're trying to eliminate all the bad products and basically try and make it as organic and natural based as possible.
Well, that's how most.
To be honest,
businesses
I'm looking
start.
to make it 100% natural, like 50% organic. It just
Yeah.
depends on which product it is, but like all really good for like, I think because I'm a hairdresser as well, like I know what will work for the hair and what I would want to use on my clients and myself. So yeah, it's basically in the making now, and hopefully sooner or later we'll be done.
Well, I feel like that's how most businesses start. Something annoys you in life that you think, I wish I had the solution for this, and then you just make like.
Yeah.
I went shopping the other week down like Oxford Street and all that, right? I don't know why. I think it was a nice day out, and then and I don't do it often where I shop in shops. I do all of it online because normally you get better range. I went into, honestly, I think I spent about 5-6 hours up there, and I walked into every shop and I went, where's the creativity? Where's the design? Where's like the thought in any of these men's clothes? Men's clothes are god awful. Like, we wear cargos, oversized tees and all sorts of shit. I want something that's actually had a little bit of like thought process, and I don't mind paying a little bit more for it.
And good quality.
Exactly. And then I started looking at, right, well, I want to start doing it myself. Then I looked and it's quite expensive.
It's so expensive to make your own stuff.
Exactly. So now I'm like, oh, okay, right, I need to save in order to start something up, or do I just jump the gun? Because I do it, we've got like, I want to do like golf streetwear with normal clothes, and places like ALD, like Melbourne, there's all these, like even Adidas now have come back with like originals. They've now combined the two in terms of like golf and streetwear, and I'm like, oh, it's so frustrating where I know exactly what products would work, and I know exactly what would, like, especially for blokes that are getting into golf, which is such a big thing, why it would blow up. But I just need 50 bag to start.
Because
then I want
expensive.
an actual product line, and then also it takes 3 months to get a sample, then go back and then find manufacturers. It's just such a process.
It's so long. Like, I can't tell you how long it is. Like, it takes them ages to make. Then you test it out for a few weeks because you got to be sure. Then you give them your input back and you're like, right, change this, I don't like that, or whatever. And then again, you got to wait. Then once that's done, they've got to go through like a 12-week process to check everything's okay. And like, okay, basically for people to use. But one thing I want to say to you guys is, when I next get my samples, I actually want to give out a few free samples to people. So if anyone wants, comment, and you can have a little trial. But my hair wax is amazing.
It is. I must admit, I had a question from, I don't know, I put a story or whatever. I can't remember. She must have been like 17, 18. And she asked a question for the pod, and she went, if you could go back 10 years. So, well, for me, actually, and for you.
I've got so much.
We'd be 17, 18. She was like, what things would you change? What would you do differently? And I hate people would be like, I wouldn't do anything differently because it's where I am today. I would do a shitload differently.
So I said this to you ages ago, and you said to me, oh, so you live in regret. And I'm like, no.
Because some people, they believe the whole, everything happens for a reason. I swear you are one of these people like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, but no, I said I agree. It does happen for a reason, but I wish some of the reasons didn't happen, and I changed some of the things I did.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be where you are today.
But then I wouldn't have also had headache with certain things.
Yeah, that's true. I would genuinely, or let's say not change anything, but I would do things differently. Like, for example, I'd encourage a lot of younger people now to take a bit more risk in career.
So agree, like investments, not to stress too much about.
I would invest in themselves a bit more rather than following the same rat race system, because I think the whole world's changing, especially like honestly, if TikTok was around when I was in school, oh my God, the school would be mental. But the way you can boost business on it, and the way you can sort of, like, for example, I used to spend, I was a pot wash when I was 13, earning like 600 quid a month doing, 2 shifts a week. I'd get 600 quid a month, and I'd just fucking spunk it on, like, ASOS clothes, and I'd spend the whole lot on clothes. Whereas if I just think to myself, right, well, if I just put 200, 300 quid away, or this, that, and the other, and then when I was 18, 19, 20, when I was just getting into my like finance career and stuff, had little side projects that were, instead of like sitting at home playing games, doing niche, actually doing something that I actually cared about and putting money into, my life would be so insane.
Different. Yeah, I agree.
Like, I think the facilities that kids have now, or that anyone, like, I still have access to them, so it's different. But I just think if you're 16 to 18 now, the money that can be made with TikTok and socials for your own business, rather than just joining, like, obviously have some stability and normal career and things like that, but do it on the side. We was never taught that. No one ever had that belief.
I think that the older generation would be like I remember even my dad being like, no, don't spend too much. Like, be careful with your money,
Yeah.
save. But I think they'd be too scared to ever like take a lump load of money and invest.
No one takes
Do
risks.
you get where I'm coming
Do you
from?
know
It's now that's happening.
So there's a guy who owns. You heard of Mania Devoir?
Yes,
Is it Mania
he's
Devoir?
done many.
So
He's done really good.
Reece Wabara, something like that. So he was a ex-Man City football player, and he used to turn up to training like with like flashy cars, and they used to tell him off, and he used to be like, right, you can't do that until you've reached a certain thing, blah blah blah. And he was like, fuck this. Did his clothing brand, and he did and he's worth, I think he was Forbes under 30. He's worth like 30 mil. He did a story the other month that really like. It was quite interesting. He did a whole like business set of stories, like really quite educational. Probably what social media should be used for. But he said there's such a mad difference in mentality between UK and the US. He said he goes over to the US, and he said everyone's there. You know, they have the whole like American dream and all that sort of stuff. He was saying that they take risk in terms of business, and everyone supports each other in starting their own thing and creating something big, even just taking any risk in life. UK don't do that. We shut each other down. We don't support. No one educates or reveals any of their like secrets or tips. No one invests in business. We're such a bum country in terms of mentality.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, it takes someone where you think, if someone went to me, oh, I'm going to start my, you'd think, oh, you sure? Like, how are you going to pay your mortgage, or how are you going to do this?
Yeah.
You'd be like, well, no, go do it. Go build your like empire. It's crazy. I think it's mental. I think it's something that I will eventually do.
You should. I've always said to you, I can imagine you having your own clothing line and doing really, really well.
I want to do it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sat here in a bloody like gym. I'm in bloody Gymshark top. But
but it doesn't matter.
I take such an interest in it, and it frustrates the life out of me not having. I go to my wardrobe, I'm like, this is boring. This is boring. And then I see fashion influencers, and like, I wanted to be a fashion content creator. Like, when I first came out, realized I'm not cut out for it really. But then I see these fashion influencers, and I'm like, these people go out and they get the vintage, they thrift, they have to spend so much time getting the pieces, or they create their own pieces. I think it's insane. I love it. I'll support all people that will, like my mates that set up companies, or if they set up merch for their social media, I'll always support it. I've got a few of them, and I just think it's sick.
No, I completely agree. That's why I really I hope this does well for me. And because I'm not even just doing like something quickly, I really want it to do well. Do you know what I mean?
This for it's probably been what, over a year now?
Yeah, over a year. It takes such a long time.
I remember you first mentioned it to me when
I could have been like, cool, I'm happy with the first samples, but I was like, no, I want it to, because I deal with hair. Yeah. I know what works for my hair and what doesn't. I want it to be good. Do you know what I mean? Because there's loads of products out there that might be quite natural and organic, but I want mine to be different.
Yeah.
So
I like
we'll
it.
see.
No, I think it's, get that nowed. Yeah. And the thing is, we're in a blessed position where next thing you know, we'll be plugging it on the like little table here.
My little
I don't know, you'll end up dyeing your hair again. Yeah. We'll end up posting it. Like, you get good platforms with it. And it's like, I think that's the best thing. We save money in marketing when we do it. That's why brands use us to post, I guess, because we can
That's what I realised. Like, we post other people's stuff. Why are we not promoting our own products?
Yeah, it's actually so
you
true.
need to get your own clothing line. I have said this to you from day one. I so see you. Like, even when you dress really well, maybe not as much today, but I'm joking. But when you dress really well, like, I feel like you can pull it off. I feel like I would look at you if I was a guy and be like, oh, I want to wear that.
It's difficult because it takes a lot of money. Like, I mean, if the podcast does well, if you keep liking and subscribing, I think I will do it. I just think do you know the problem is, and this is going back to having that UK mindset where, and this is the scary thing, and I think for a lot of, I guess, a lot of younger people now as well, well, probably not so much. Like, if you're 18, I mean, you're probably going to struggle to get a house until you're at least 25, 30. There's so many other life objectives that people want to get done first that stop you from getting
It's also really hard.
It's difficult. Like, for example, if you were to have a kid now, it takes so much time away from what you're actually doing. Less time for the podcast, less time for, hair dressing, like your products, it takes time away from your actual goals because there's other life objectives that get away, and it's kind of like prioritizing them and how much time you can have.
But this is why I've always said, like, even when I have my own family and when I do have kids, I'm so gonna set that time aside where I still continue doing everything I do now.
Like, yeah, but it's difficult though when you've got little one running around.
But that's where I feel like I'm so lucky in the sense of like, I know I've got my family support and his family support.
Ship him off to the mum and dad and let you crack
See ya.
on. Yeah.
And I've honestly got the best mother-in-law. Like, hi, can you do me a favor? She'll be like, give it to me. So I'm lucky in that
I'd love a little family running about.
I know, it's cute. Just not cute right now.
Getting all prudy.
Look at you. You need to settle down.
I just think I'd be a sick dad.
I think you'd be a really good dad.
When do you want
to have kids?
I'd be a bit strict, I think, compared to most.
I think you'd be really strict.
Because my dad was, I think other people would think he's strict, but I think he was firm but fair. Where it was different back then. If I started making noise and running about in Tesco's, you get a little clip round the ear, or like it was firm. Like you'd be like, shut the fuck up, like maybe not.
Don't fucking embarrass
not like swearing,
me,
but like
shit.
shut up, otherwise you ain't getting this. Or like, but that taught me to not do it. I knew the line. Whereas I see kids now, and I genuinely struggle to see where the discipline comes in, and that's why they run riot, and that's why I would be also very scared raising. I would be very scared raising a kid today, not because of how I would be at home. But as soon as you ship them off to school, being around other kids and around school, I think education system's so absolutely broken at the minute. I just think I'd be more scared about other kids and the environment that they're in than I would be than anything else. I feel like it ruins them. Like, look at Adolescence, like the other month when we were talking about it.
I've been watching that.
Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah, I'm halfway. But it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a bit depressing.
Yeah, it's
like it does keep me like
it's a bit much.
Yeah,
it's
a bit stressful to watch, but it's still good. It's interesting.
But things like that just make me scared of schools.
But that's where, in a way, though, you know how we're saying like, oh, back then we would change things, and like social media is really good in that sense, and like the marketing side of things, it's also really bad.
Oh, I would not have, like, you know, kids these days have phones at like 10. They ain't getting it until they're like 16, 15, 16.
Maybe not. Maybe like 30.
They can get like a Nokia so they can text me in emergencies or ring me, but they're not getting any social media. Absolutely not. Passwords, lock off, everything.
Yeah. Like, I would actually limit to how much they can watch, what they can watch.
And my kid's not being an iPad kid. I'll vouch for that.
You say that, but my niece and my nephews go on their iPad.
I'm being dead serious. My kid will not be an iPad kid.
But they're not allowed on YouTube or like certain things.
No, they just won't. Like, our rule when I was brought up was if you're at the dinner table, you are present, you sit, you're sort of like seen and not heard was obviously a common thing. But you talk or whatever, but you was not allowed to leave the table without asking until everyone's finished, and you will not be sitting there on like your phone or an iPad. That's really good. That's polite. Like if I went to a meal with like my nan and granddad and I started whipping out my phone and started like, that's in my head I'm thinking that's disrespectful. I think that's crazy. So I wouldn't have kids do it. So my kid will not be an iPad kid. They can have that for like an hour or two. I'll be well comes to think about it, I'll be well strict. You say this, but I'll wait till it comes, because you might be like, oh my God, they're doing my head, and just take the iPad. I'll give you 10, just shut up. You never know. The thing that will hold me back is if my missus would be like, oh, nah, go on, let him have it. Yeah. She'll be like the lenient one. And I'll just be like, no, this kid is doing as he's told. Yeah. No, I rate that though. I can't even lie. Because I feel like it's not healthy for them. It's not good for their eyes. It's not good for what they take in. So I feel like it's the right thing. But I just feel like you say that, and just nearer to the time, I feel like when it actually happens, I feel like you will allow a bit more than you say. Because it's hard to... Maybe. It's hard. I don't know. I think I'm going to watch this back when I'm due and be like, no, I said it. That's what I need to stick to. This is going to be a constant reminder. And all my mates are having kids now. Are they? Like, well, I say now, like, I've got a mate with a 3-year-old, another mate with a 2-year-old, another mate with a 1-year-old, and then one of my mates is expecting in July. Like, I have quite a few mates with kids now, and it's kind of making me think, I'm behind. Well, we need to get you to settle down, Ron. I reckon I'm 5 years off. 5 years off kids is my plan. 32. That's a really good age. 32, 33 would be... 32, 33 would be my perfect. Married at like 30, 31.
You're really selling yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
You sound like the perfect husband right now.
I am. That's what I am.
No, but I think that's a really good age. I think it's a really good age. You wouldn't want them sooner.
Well, it's a similar age. How old is it?
32.
There you go. 32, married, kids, 33.
Yeah, it's true. You're right.
There you go. See? And what, you're 20...
28. I'm 29. I'm 29 in 2 weeks.
29 in 2 weeks. So, yeah, that's perfect age for marriage.
I'm 29 this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay, so hold on. What are you doing
old.
for it?
And you know what's so sad? Like, I'm going to get married when I'm 30. So I'm just old.
Oh, you'll be... Yeah, that's quite old for it. Yeah, that's quite... You're cooked.
You went to lie.
No, you're cooked. 30 and married, yeah, you're washed.
You little shit. But I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. Oh, you're so
What are you doing
mean.
this weekend for your birthday then?
I don't know.
What's the plans?
I don't know. Eddie's wanted to take me away, but I can't. I've got too much on with work. And
Lie. Oh, there's an absolute lie.
all right, I'll tell you the real
The
reason.
amount of times that you've just dropped work for a
I
holiday.
know, it's true.
You're self-employed, for God's
I
sake.
know.
Okay, stop lying
I
to
have
the
actually
people.
got a lot of work on. No, I genuinely do have a lot of work on, like loads. I'm so fully booked. But also, my family have decided to fuck off. Yeah. So I don't know if I told you this story, right? Do you know I own 3 cats? But like, it's not even okay. Like,
mean, you
imagine
showed
if I
me a
wasn't with
couple of
Eddie's,
them,
I'd be like the cat woman. Like, imagine that's such a red flag.
That is a mega red flag.
Like, it's proper cringe. Basically,
Old and kittens.
I need to get into this story so you can understand the whole context behind it. It's so jarring. There was this cat, right? One of my neighbour's cats at my mum's house, so my home. And at first I thought she was a stray because she'd always come over and she was like really young. And she'd come, right? And she'd always be like wanting food, whatever. And obviously I know cats are like that, right? But this one was so cute and so affectionate. I really, really loved her, right? And I used to say to my family all the time, like, do you think she's a stray? Because she's always here. Like, no one must be looking after her. Like, I just felt she wasn't looked after properly. You're going to think I'm so cringe for this. And then one day, right, we found out, oh no, one of the neighbours owned her, like, but she was still most of the time at our house. One day she was round, yeah, and she was like sleeping next to me while I was doing like someone's hair. And she was so ill, like really, really ill. And I just started crying because I was like, oh my God, my baby, I love her so much. I think I love her more than Edis, honestly. She's the cutest thing in the world. Anyway, so I called up my mum and I was like crying and I was like, oh my God, I think there's something wrong with her. So then I went to the neighbour's house and I carried her. And then I was like, what's wrong? Like, your cat's not well, sort of thing. And also, it's always at my house. Are you not looking after her? And they were like, we didn't have enough money to pay for her, her pet, what's it called? Her vaccinations and her chip.
Yeah.
I went fucking mad. Do you know why I went mad, yeah? I'm the first person to understand financial situations, like, and people being in like a difficult situation. I would so sympathise. I would never judge. But they got that cat pregnant from such a young age. Like, when I had my first kitten, we never let it out that young. She was pregnant as soon as like she could be pregnant. Got her babies, like sold them before they were old enough to be sold, yeah. And it was just such a shit situation. I felt so sorry for her, but I thought, but you had enough money to sell you made money from her though, and what you couldn't at least look after her. And also, like, if you can't afford it, don't fucking get an animal and not do the like. You need to. That's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not okay. Like, there's little things where I feel like, okay, you couldn't afford that, but then you can also I think you can go to the RSPCA and like, there's places you can go to, like charities and stuff, to still do them things. I'm sure. I'm not, or I think so. I think you can. Why would they not look after a cat if you can't afford it? So just, it was so fucked up and I felt so sorry for her. So I thought, oh my God, like, that's why she's so ill. In the end, they like wasn't really helpful with it. Like, I was thinking, like, they literally did not care on. And then in the end, like, one of the young girls, she was like getting upset and crying. And so I felt bad and we went to the vets. In the end, they were like, basically, take her if you want.
So you did. So you took her in.
She's under my name now. I paid a fucking fat ass bill. Yeah, I got mugged. I have mug written on my fucking forehead. I swear to you. I paid a fat ass bill. Yeah, the antibiotics didn't even work. On the weekend, she got even more ill, so I had to call a private vet to come. Got a fucking another bill. Got bumped. Yeah, I swear this cat fucked me over. Yeah, I got fucked over in every way possible because I have a heart. Yeah. So then now this cat is in my name. And I even said to the family, like, she can come over to yours whenever you want. I don't care. Like,
fuck that.
I thought you fucking pricks, like cat killer.
No, I'd be sending them invoices.
I don't feel like they understood it, but how can you not? Like, that's not okay. And they literally said, like, the vet said, like, because she wasn't vaccinated, her body can't fight off certain things that you should be able to. Do you know what I mean? When they're, especially an outdoor cat. So basically, I have this cat now, which I really love. So, and I weren't like, my parents were like, should we just give her to another family though. And I was just like, but how can I? She's so used to this home. Like, she literally adores us. And I just felt so bad. So now I literally
Now you got 3 cats.
I've got fucking 3 cats. So I've got 1 cat at my mum and dad's. And my mum and dad have agreed, like, we're looking after her. But when you move out, like, when you move out, as in, like, when you buy your new property, because obviously I don't stay there anyway, you're taking her.
Yeah.
And even though they love her now, like, they took ages to. So I had beef with my mum and dad because they're like, fuck's sake, another cat. Like, we love her, but we don't want to have that responsibility because when it comes to holidays and stuff, which is the problem now. So yeah, that's my agreement with them, even though I know they love her and they'll probably keep her. But yeah, so I've got them. And then just before that happened, literally a week before, Eddie surprised me and got me 2 kittens, which I love. So then I was like, is this a fucking joke?
It's just a animal shelter at your home now. I mean,
so
I wouldn't help you
house,
out, but I hate cats.
His house, I've got 2 cats, yeah. It's just, it's actually a joke. I'm literally a crazy cat woman.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me. I feel like that's very
I swear it was
for
all
you.
from like a good place. And I wouldn't have got them 2 cats. I wouldn't have got them 2 cats if I knew I was going to get another cat. It was just, I swear to you, a fucking disaster. So I've been lumbered with this lovely cat that I love. She's so cute. She's my baby. And I spoil all 3 of them. Like, I'm not even joking. They're so spoiled. It's a joke. And yeah, it's a madness. So because of that, now my parents are going away for my birthday. So I can't, like, I don't want to put her in a cat home for even a week.
So
I feel
moral
guilty
of
to
the
leave
story
her.
is you're now birthday stuck here because you are a crazy cat woman, got too many cats, and now you're gonna tell everyone basically don't get animals.
You know what?
I love pets.
I
used to
love
have
pets,
them,
but they are such
they
a big
take up too much
responsibility.
time.
And also, you really worry when they get ill. Like, honestly, like, the way I cried that day over this fucking cat that wasn't even my cat at the time, yeah? Like, my heart was broken. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to lose her. Like, my beautiful little cat. And anyway, I think I accidentally manifested to have her because now they're all mine.
So you got them for like 10 years now as well.
And I know, and you know what? I actually think that sometimes I think, fuck's sake.
They're going to be at your wedding.
And
Who's
I don't
looking after
even
them for
feed
your
them.
wedding?
I don't even feed them shit food, so they're not going to die anytime soon. I'm fucked. And for my wedding, I'm sorting it out. We're going to fly them over. I know it's a joke.
Oh,
I swear to you, we're going to fly them over.
that's ridiculous.
I can't leave my babies. It makes me
no
sick,
way.
honestly. I can't leave
So you're
them.
going to have little kittens. running
Yeah,
about
it's
your
it's
wedding.
such a burden.
This is trashy wedding.
I swear,
Kittens
so I'm
running
gonna have
about,
my
little
little
litter about. Fuck this. I might not even go. I didn't realise this was going to be a pure... Like, I didn't realise there was going to be animals running about Italy. Just...
I love them.
Fuck that.
But yeah, and I have to get on a flight with them and they have to sit, they have their own seat, you know.
Ridiculous.
Well, that isn't my dilemma at the minute, so don't get cats.
Moral of the story, basically, don't get a pet if you want to be bougie and go on holidays for your birthday. Yeah. Be a normal person and just go for a nice restaurant.
Normal people also can just put them in a cat home or get like someone to look after them. I feel too guilty. I swear I won't be able to sleep at night. I really won't. And yeah, now I just feel sorry for any animal. Honestly, it gets to the point where even when I had my nose job in Istanbul, there's so many cats, and I was stopping and I started feeling sorry for some of them.
Pick up disease and stuff.
No,
I
love them. I don't care. They're so cute.
Never touch your hand.
But honestly, like, it's to the point where even Eddie's is like, stop. We've got enough.
Yeah, too fucking right. I would be like that as well.
But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for listening and watching. If you are watching, please like, subscribe, and if you have any cats that you don't want, you know where to send them to.
Oh, please don't fucking send them my way. I swear I've had enough. I swear I love them, but no more. I'm not taking it. I can't feel sorry for another animal. I can't do it no more. Thank you.